Hello, this is Benjamin with ARI, your website company, and the point of this video will be to show you how to set up your payment gateway so that people are in fact able to add items to cart and pay for them on your site and finish out the checkout process. The first thing we'll jump into is we'll go into configuration and down to our second submenu, payment methods. Once you enter into payment methods, you'll see this screen. Now you have quite a few options as far as payment methods go. We work with quite a few different payment gateway providers. If you go with a formal payment gateway such as SecureNet, Authorize.net, WorldPay, MercPay, all of those payment gateways are going to be set up completely outside of the editor. Essentially, you will go and set those up, have an active account, and as soon as you have an active account with one of those formal payment gateways, that payment gateway will in fact contact us to finish the setup so that it is in fact linked to your site. Now, one of the extra payment gateway options that you have that you can actually set up here in the editor, if you have a business PayPal account, you can link it to this site as well. You can add this as a second or even a tertiary option. The first part in the process will be to click the checkbox next to PayPal Express Checkout. Then underneath the paragraph, we'll click on Settings. You'll switch over from email address over to API credentials. Then there is the process of gathering these API credentials. You'll simply open up a brand new tab of your internet browser, log into your business PayPal, and then you'll click on Manage Credentials. It'll be underneath your main account settings. Once you are there, it will go through a security process to prove you are who you say you are. And if you have generated the credentials in the past, they will in fact be there, and all you'll have to do is click on a small highlighted area that says Show. But if they're not there, then you will have to go through and generate them. When choosing what form to output them in, there will be about 7 different choices. You'll either want to choose Classic or Signature in order to get API username, API password, and API signature that you see here. Then you'll copy and paste those lines of code into the 3 areas you see here and click on Verify. Now, if everything goes through successfully, you should see a large green post-it note appear up in this upper right-hand corner underneath your name that says Payment Gateway Successfully Verified. And of course, if one of these is a character or two off or something of that nature, there's an extra space, something like that, you'll instead get a giant red post-it note up here telling you which one that you need to fix it, and then go ahead and hit verify again to make sure that it goes through. If it does in fact go through, then congratulations, people can start using PayPal to pay for items on the site. And for further in-depth information on how to actually go through and generate or gather these credentials off of your PayPal, there is a specific YouTube video that I would actually recommend. If we jump over to my other tab here, we can see the author right here, and we can see how to get your PayPal API credentials, username, password, and signature. And you can see that this is the updated 2020 video, so it should be up to date, and your screens that you see as you're going through the process should be exactly the same. I'll often send this out in a handout after my payment gateway or your cart configuration walkthroughs that I go through. Now, a common question that I get is, Ben, why am I going through all the trouble of switching it over from email address over to API credentials? What's the point? Well, the point is, if you leave it as email address to receive, then only individuals that have a valid PayPal account will, in fact, be able to pay on your site if you leave it as email address to receive. When you switch it over to API credentials and get those correct credentials in there, then no matter if they are using their PayPal account to pay or if they are simply using a credit or debit card, since you've put in the credentials, PayPal will go through either way and process that particular credit or debit card as well. The next option you have is automatic or manual. Automatic. Let's go through advantages and disadvantages. Advantages. When someone completes checkout on your site, right as they complete checkout, those funds, in fact, will be transferred from their form of payment into the PayPal account that you have set up. Disadvantages. If an individual places an order on your site and then contacts you shortly afterwards saying, hey, I meant to order 3 of those instead of 2. Can you update my order and then go ahead and process it through? You'll have to say, I'm sorry, customer A. You'll have to complete a second order in order to get that second or third item that you were looking for. And depending on the store, you might want to offer that person a discount for the trouble. Depends on your business practices. Manual advantages. If someone does contact you with that same situation, with manual, up until you process the order, you can go through and make any corrections to the order that you like. Disadvantages. Of course, when someone finalizes checkout on your site, it doesn't automatically move those funds over from their established account into your PayPal. Until you go through and actually manually process the order, it does not move those funds. Then, of course, down below you have the option for purchase order and pay in store. Purchase order is typically used by other sub-distributors that you are selling to, and I typically will only see this used by larger medical dealers that are using our platform. Pay in store. This is exactly what it sounds like. They'll pay online and pick their order up in store, or it also enables them to have the option of paying online and coming in and getting in the store, or paying cash or check or card when they actually get to the physical store, but still being able to complete the checkout process on the site. Once you get this set up correctly and it says that those credentials have successfully gone through, you of course will want to hit save. And then a recent change that we had is instead of the publish being underneath your name in the upper right hand corner, it has moved underneath your business name and facility ID right here. So now you'll click on your business name and run that publish changes to finish out the process. That is all there is to it. And of course, if you have any trouble with this process, you can contact your implementation specialist. Or if your site is already live and you are implementing these payment methods after the fact, you can always contact your account manager as well. This has been Benjamin with ARI, and this video has covered implementing your payment gateways or payment methods. Thank you.